negotiating secrets that I use in the Dubai market. I'm sharing this with you, brokers and investors. This is not for the uninitiated. This is not cursory knowledge. So you've got to be involved in the Dubai real estate market, or you're looking to buy, and you've got to have some patience to understand what I'm saying, because I'm not making these videos just for views, okay? I'd really like to impart some knowledge that you guys can actually then go and hopefully utilize, okay? Problem is, tons of you are going to disagree with me on a few things, and those are the critical things that get me the best results. I've been negotiating in the Dubai market for the last 15 plus years, okay? I always don't win, but I've got more wins under my belt than losses, okay? Here's the first thing, okay? This is going to rub all of you the wrong way, especially agents. You're all going to be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? But I'm going to tell you. First things first, no verbal offers. And you're all going to be like, why? Listen, no verbal offers. Why? Hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon, even if you don't know why, okay? And if you want to buy something in the Dubai market, there's a link below, okay? Hit it, click it, let's talk. Because verbal offers aren't worth the words they're spoken with. They're worth nothing, okay? Back in the day, this is a story from the first time Donald Trump, who's now the president, this is from his book, The Art of the Deal. He was looking to buy something, right? He was looking to buy the Tiffany Tower or the Tiffany Tower's air rights or something like that. And he was in breakfast or lunch with the owner of the building. And when they both agreed on the price and the owner agreed to sell it to him, he quickly pulled out a napkin and he wanted to quickly write the agreement between themselves, like instantly, to sign it. And then the guy who was on the other side of the table instantly said, like, what do you mean? I've given you my word and handshake. It means something, right? This was back in the day. Today, no verbal offers, okay? And now a lot of you are going to argue like, no, but you know, why not verbal? Because it gets us some, it means nothing, okay? Why? Because verbal offers don't have all the terms, the conditions, and everything associated and attached to it. Number two, offers have to be written with all terms and signed. Like, if you're going to argue with me and say, no, this doesn't work, why should we have to do this? This video is not for you. This is for those who are serious about getting into negotiating a good price and want to get their hands on a better price, okay? This doesn't make any sense if you're not going to follow through, okay? And if you argue with me, I don't have time to argue. I don't need to argue with you. But offers have to be in writing, okay? Just because you've been doing it the other way, it doesn't mean that you've been doing it right. Now, as a buyer, you're probably as a seller, you're probably thinking, yes, I want a written offer because it gives me a lot of clarity to respond to the offer. So I'm not responding I'm not responding in thin air with non-clarity. I'm responding with clarity. So you've got the offer, which is the price, and the terms, right? Is it a mortgage deal, cash deal, number of days, payment plan terms, etc., 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 right? So as a seller, you're thinking, I definitely do want this. As a buyer, you're thinking, I don't want to do this. Why do I want to commit to something? Here's the thing. There's a way for you to walk away from this as well if you're scared about committing to something if you're not super sure. Why? Number one, you can lowball the offer. Number two, you can put a 1 hour, 2 hour, 24-hour acceptance window. When you know that the seller is not going to accept in this window, you say the offer is rescinded, null and void. But here's the thing. As a buyer, if you actually put it in writing, you will get the seller's best response because they'll take you seriously. Here's the thing, okay? So if you take care of these two, especially this number two, you're going to be okay. do your research. Like, don't pull offers out of your pocket, right? Don't say, like, somebody's asking for 10 million, hey, I can offer you 8 million. Like, do your research, understand the pricing, understand the comparables, understand the PSF price. Okay, understand the PSF price and why you might be paying more. So let's say a property is PSF'd at 3,500 per square foot in Dubai, but the guy's charging you 5,000 dirhams per square foot. Maybe he's got upgrades of marble that really should cost you now 6,000, but he's come down to 5,000 per square foot. Okay, so, or the view's better, the location's better, so the per square foot price is higher, therefore the total price is higher. Okay, last but not the least, this is a cheeky thing. No whole numbers. Okay, you're gonna be like, what does this mean? No whole numbers. Okay, so let's say somebody is asking for 10 million dirhams from you. The problem is most people will go and ask for 8 million, and then he's gonna come down to 9.75 million. Okay, it's all whole numbers. Okay, what you need to do is you need to calculate the per square foot pricing, and then the offer that you give should not be 8 million. Okay, you really should give him an offer that's something like this. You tell him that based on my per square foot pricing of, let's say, 3,500 dirhams per square foot multiplied by the total area, the best offer I can give you is 7,792,000 dirhams. Now you're gonna be like, what? How is 7,792,000? And I don't mind. You could actually replace this with 8, or you could replace this with 9. I prefer replacing it with 8. Okay, maximum do it at 8. And you'd be like, how does this make any difference? It's only 100,000 dirhams less than an 8 million when you wanted to offer 8 million anyways. The problem or the point is you're trying to break the pattern of the seller's mindset. Okay, he's so used to 10, let's do 8, let's do 9. You're trying to explain to them that there's a methodology on which you calculated this price, and therefore you're willing to close at this price. Okay, doesn't work all the time. Could be sometimes too lowballed. Could be sometimes very difficult. Sellers could be difficult. You're not pissing them off. In the Dubai market, you do find people sometimes get angry, but this is across the globe, right? Sellers will feel, oh, why is he lowballing? You know, you're a seller. Like, people have the right to give you a lowball offer. Maybe you might even accept it, right? So these are the secrets you want to keep in mind, right? No verbals, written offers, written replies. Research the market for comparables, understand the PSF pricing, and then don't do whole numbers. Hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Comment in the comment section if you want to purchase a property in the Dubai market. There's a link below. Hit it, click it. Let's talk.